A man will appear in court later today, charged over the deaths of 2 people on Sydney's Anzac Bridge. The 2 victims were believed to be exchanging details when a Commodore sedan collided with 2 vehicles which were involved in an earlier crash. The drivers of the first 2 vehicles died at the scene. A 41-year-old man will face Parramatta Court today, charged with 3 offences. It brings the weekend road death toll in New South Wales to 7, prompting police to plead with drivers to take it easy on the roads in the lead up to Christmas.
Here we have 2 pedestrians, 1 male, 1 female, hit by vehicles. Both are traumatic code 2. Police are doing CPR. Keep all resources coming.
More resources arrived, but nothing could be done to save 2 young lives.
It's absolutely tragic for the families of those people that are now going to be grieving the loss of their family members this close to Christmas.
It all began with a minor Bengal city-bound just before midnight. The victims, a 25-year-old woman from inner Sydney and a 38-year-old man from South Hurstfield. They'd stopped their cars, a Camry and Holden Captiva, and were exchanging details when they were struck.
We'll also be looking at is where were the 2 victims? Where were they standing when they were, after their minor collision?
Police say the 41-year-old driver of this Holden Commodore was also travelling city-bound when he smashed into the stationary cars. The Burwood man suffering an arm injury.
Male, approximately 40 years of age, with a potentially fractured arm. Obviously all crews here will need to debrief.
A taxi also caught up in the crash. Both surviving drivers taken for mandatory tests.
One of the focuses will be, was speed a factor? Was alcohol and drugs a factor in those collisions?
Just hours earlier, emergency crews were dealing with a major pile-up on the M4. 21 people, including children, assessed at the Prospect scene. Over the past 3 days, at least 5 people have died on our state's roads.
Even our most senior officers are troubled by the loss of lives on New South Wales roads in recent days. Each crash described as an avoidable tragedy. Police say 60% of fatalities are linked to speeding.
Even those couple of kilometres over can make a massive difference, and it gives you that more reaction time.